Hey everybody, it's nycee and welcome back to my little channel. For today's video, I wanted to do an updated get to know me video just because the first video I ever posted was actually a get to know me, and that was over a year ago. I believe it's actually 2 years ago now. Yeah, 2 years ago. So much has changed since then. The plot has thickened. Your girl has grown, she's changed, and I was like, hey, if I were the people, I would want to know what's new. So since you're the people, I'm gonna give you what's new. I'm gonna tell you everything that's been going on in my life these past 2 years. Where the heck have you been? Why did you disappear? We're gonna go over all of that. So if you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that post notification bell so that you don't miss any future uploads. As of now, we're here every Friday to do our little chats, to do our little, whatever it is we want to do that week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. First and foremost, I did want to go ahead and reintroduce myself. I'm your host today and forevermore, Janice. But I really go by nycee or niece. That's like my social media persona, I guess you could say. I actually got that nickname while I was still in high school, believe it or not. For whatever reason, no one could pronounce my name. If you wrote my name down on paper, they had the hardest time, and I mean the hardest time pronouncing my name correctly. So if you guys heard me say it, it's Janice. So there's a little, French accent at the beginning, and then it's just niece at the end. My dad's name is John, so it's like the girly version of that. Janice, But no, I've gotten Zajonce, I've gotten Z Janice, I've gotten Jalaba Laba Ding Dong. I actually also got called Beyonce at one point of my high school career. I kid you not. I kid you not. I don't know where they got it. I don't know how they ended up at Beyonce from Janice. My last name does start with a B, so I was like, okay, maybe, possibly. I don't know what they were going for, but it's niece. Okay, it's niece. And so that's me. I do want to forewarn you guys that I did take some notes in my phone. I did not watch the previous video I recorded, so I don't know if some things I wanted to talk about I'll be repeating. Hopefully, even if I am repeating some questions, the answers have changed or at least developed, a little more, so you guys get a little more. I apologize in advance. I probably should have watched that video before trying to record another video, but hey, we're doing wherever I'm at currently. That's what I'm about to tell you about. So that's that. Where do you currently go to school and what are you studying? So yeah, at the time I recorded that first video, I believe I was completing my associates with RCSJ. If you're not familiar with RCSJ, that's Rowan College of South Jersey. I was on the Gloucester campus because at the time I lived in Mullica Hill. But after I finished out my associates, I did go ahead and continue my education. I transferred to Rutgers University and I'm now finishing out my bachelor's. I'll be done in 2 months actually, fun fact. I'm definitely still majoring in social work. I absolutely love it. I don't remember if I talked about my minor at the time, but when I first transferred to Rutgers, I was minoring in criminal justice just because I was like, hey, I might want to do some forensic social work or get within the court systems, be like an expert witness or something. I don't know, it sounds kind of fun, but I don't know, it didn't stick really. I attribute it mostly to my advisor, who also I feel like I should tell you guys, calls me Miss Ambitious, because I have been trying my hardest to do any and everything during my time in school, and she's just like, girl, sit down somewhere. So she told me at one point, if you really want to do a minor, it would have been better if you were already, at the university. That way you didn't add any extra time to your schooling. But since you're a transfer student, this would essentially add 2 more years of school for you. And I was like, no thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that. So I did go ahead and drop my minor, but I did take some more criminology, psychology classes, which was really fun. Yeah, I took those for my electives and it was really cool, but I'm definitely kind of glad I dropped it. like criminal justice as a minor, because as cool as it is, I don't think I would have like stuck in that field of social work for too long. So it would have definitely been a waste of time for me. After that, I decided, hey, I want to get into addiction and recovery, just because I don't know why, if I'm being completely honest, but I did. And so that's actually where I'm completing my internship now. I work for the state, obviously within addiction and recovery. And while I love it, I love the experience, I love the skills that I've been learning, I love working with that population, you know, getting to see them make those full turnarounds. I genuinely just love getting to see them really trying and really changing for themselves. I feel like it's just so inspiring. But for where I'm at like right now, I definitely want to pivot a little bit as far as like my career wise, and get a little bit more into medical social work, and or like I want to get into school social work, be like a school counselor, you know, school social worker, somewhere along those lines. Schools just kind of they make me nervous. They give me a little anxiety, because I was a substitute teacher for 6 months, and that was a different time. Hey, no hate to teachers, no hate to school systems. I absolutely respect our teachers. I love our teachers. We need more teachers. You know, they really do their big one when it comes to teaching, because that is essentially shaping our next generation, and that is such an important role to have. And like, I can't do anything but, you know, respect, because listen, I could never do it, not in that capacity. That is such a hard job, a hard thing to have to do, especially with all the limitations and stuff of like the school system or the education system. It's just, it's crazy. So respect, much respect. Next question. Am I more of an introvert or an extrovert, and what are my hobbies? So if I'm being honest, I'm an introverted extrovert. But when I am like doing things, or we go out, or we're like having fun, I definitely know how to go out and have fun. You know, I'm not a stick in the mud, but I'm also more of your like in-house girly. I don't know, but I feel like I'm an introverted extrovert. As far as hobbies, I like being a girl. I like being a girl. That's really it. That's my hobby. I like to play in my hair. I like to play on my face, you know, with makeup and whatnot. I like masks. I like dressing up. I like looking at, buying, shopping, and going through and playing in clothes. I mean, who doesn't? I don't know, anything where I get to just be a girl, let my girl la la flow. That's my hobby, because it's so fun. Next question. Being in my senior year of my BSW program, how am I feeling, and what do I want to do? So I actually kind of already touched on this. Whoops. But yeah, I definitely want to get more into medical or school social work, like I said. Ultimately, like once I graduate and I have my licensure and everything, I want to open my own private practice, and I want it to be more of a family and marriage-based therapy center, just because I do plan on getting my LMFT. And if you're not familiar with that, that's my license in marriage and family therapy. I feel like that would just be really cool. I feel like as far as relationships and family systems, it's just something that isn't taken care of enough, just because a lot of people don't realize therapy isn't for when everything gets bad. It's to help know how to cope through life transitions. And so having that person there, where when stuff gets rocky after being great for so long, it's not the worst thing in the world. You're able to navigate it, you're able to get through it, and it's not, you know, going to detrimentally affect anyone involved, whether that be as far as marriage goes, you know, either partner, or as far as families go, anyone within the family. You know, I like to promote peace, and I feel like that's a good opportunity for me to be able to make a difference in people's lives, and that starts at home. It starts at home, trust me. Next question. Am I in a relationship? Yes, I am in a relationship. We met in 2021, well, January 2021. So we just hit 5 years this past January. I'm very much my man. What do we enjoy doing together? Honestly, everything. I like doing everything with my man just because, like, that's like my person, you know? He kind of balances me out, and I like that for me. So, like, yeah. Will he appear in future videos? He actually appeared in my first video of my return to my YouTube. It was a get to know us, just us talking about like where we met, what we thought, where we came from, you know. So if you want to see that, go ahead and go watch that video. It'll be on my page. Next question. Why did I start YouTube and where have I been? So honestly, as far as YouTube, I just felt like it was another outlet for me to be able to kind of share my life, you know, get some advice, give some advice. That's pretty much it. You know, I love the idea of being an influencer. I love the idea of having influence, you know, people wanting to watch you, people wanting to listen to you, learn from you. I just felt like, hey, like YouTube is a pretty cool platform, and I definitely would like to build my social media presence, you know. Why I stopped or slowed down, I prefer to say, because I didn't stop. I just got really busy, obviously with school and everything and work. I was really locked in, and now that I'm finishing up, it's just kind of like, okay, next parts of my life are beginning, and I have a little more time now, a little more space to do whatever it is I want to do. That's kind of what happened. So now that I have more time, I was like, hey, I got a camera, which I got for Christmas. Mommy got it for me. So there's really no excuses now. I have the time, I have the resources. Like, girl, sit down, record, and do what you gotta do. Next question. My goals for my YouTube channel. So honestly, my goals again are to just build my social media presence, start creating my little community of people who are into some of the same things I'm into, creating that content that people want to watch. Again, just giving advice, getting advice, learning from people and letting people learn from me. That's my goals for the channel. I really don't know what else other than that. I mean, I don't know, I just wanted to make a YouTube, so I did. My favorite food. So I don't remember if I talked about this or if I already told you. My favorite food is and will forever be a burger. I wish I could be a burger. I don't know, I just, that's like my comfort food. I feel like I've never had a quote-unquote bad burger just because I love burgers so much. My favorite place or burger places would probably be Shake Shack at #1, because I don't know, Shake Shack, they got my heart. Lucky Buns in Washington DC, that was a really good burger. I'm not gonna lie, that was a delicious burger actually. If we're talking like non-fast food chains or non-fast food burgers or like eating out burgers, my man made me the best burger I ever had, and y'all are gonna be like, girl, but I'm so serious. If you've ever had like Bubba burgers, he made us Bubba burgers, but the Flying Dutchman burgers. So like, child, I almost got him pregnant that night. That night, like, so serious. Next question. Favorite movie / favorite show. So I have so many different favorite movies and shows. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I could tell you one movie and one show, but because I have so many favorites, it's genuinely always going to be a different answer. So as of right now, my favorite show, or I'm going to say my best recent watches. Okay, so for shows, my favorite recent watch was Euphoria. I was a hater. I'm not going to lie. I was a hater. I never watched Euphoria. Mind you, it came out, I want to say, around the time I was graduating high school. I was a 2020 kid. So I feel like somewhere around that time is when it came out. I remember people getting like super hyped up about it, overly promoting it, like, oh my god, this is an amazing show, I don't know what to do, I can't breathe if I don't watch the show. And I'm like, I feel like y'all capping. You know, I feel like y'all are just telling me it's a good show and it's gonna be a mid show and I'm not gonna really care for it. So I just refused to watch it. I refused to watch it, and we're now in 2026, and I was like, hey, like, let me just see what the hype was about. I want to just watch it. I was actually at work when I started it, just trying to pass some time. What the entire time I was watching that show, I found myself just sitting there like I'm so serious. That show was it's ridiculously good, and it's great because I just watched it and the new season is supposed to be coming out this month or next month. So it's like I got perfect timing. I didn't have to wait like 5 years like everybody else for the third season. But chef's kiss, I'm telling you, if you haven't watched it, go watch. And that season finale, don't spoil it for anyone in the comments, but if you've seen Euphoria, just comment an emoji to show your reaction to the season finale. Like, I want you to just show people what you were really feeling, because with everything going on in that show, that season finale literally had me in tears. Like, I was sitting in my bed and I was like, oh my god, like, when is the next season coming out? Like, Google, because I need to know. But as soon as I found out, it actually comes out this month. So yeah, that's my favorite show. And if you haven't seen it, go watch. Like, seriously, go watch right now. As far as favorite movie, my favorite recent watch for movies would probably be The Man in the White Van. If you're familiar with that. If you're not, it has Sky Jackson in it. She was tea in that movie, I'm not gonna lie. But that movie stressed me out. So if anyone has ever watched like Lifetime with their parents growing up, that thrillery, keep you on the edge of your seat, you're trying to figure out what's going to happen next and why these characters are not just doing what you feel like they need to be doing. Like, I don't know, that movie was stressful. And it's crazy because when I was first watching that movie, I was watching it by myself. My boyfriend was at work and we were playing the iMessage game, Anagrams, if you know what that is. It's like the word search game, and we're usually pretty good. Like, I'll really be trying to, you know, kick his butt because I'm smarter than a 5th grader. You know, I've been trying to prove myself, trying real hard, real try hard. And I remember for the one round I sent him, during that movie, I sent him 2 words back. 2 words. I was sick because how did I only come up with 2 words? But I kid you not, I was standing up, sitting down, standing up again, like yelling at the TV because that movie was just overly stressful. Again, if you haven't watched it, go watch. And if you have watched it, drop an emoji and show me your reaction to the end of that movie, because listen, I was literally... Go watch. The next question. Something people would be surprised to know about me. So something people would be surprised to know about me, honestly, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm full of any surprises. Like, I'm just me. I don't know. Maybe that I like to sew. I feel like that'd be like a cool surprise for someone, I guess. I've been sewing since high school. I did clothing construction all 4 years of high school, and then I actually created a business my senior year called 𝙸𝚝'𝚜. At the time I called it like Johnny's, like my name, just because I felt like it sounded fancy. But once I grew up a little bit, I was like, I would rather my last name be famous than my first name, because there's still people out there are going to be pronouncing it wrong, and I don't like that. So Beverly Apparels, I can get down with that. So go support. I'll put my business page in the description box below if you guys want to order any customs. I do that on the side. I actually really like doing that. I was like telling people at my church about it, and then I kind of like grew a little bit from there. I started making tie sets for some of the brothers in the church, and it was just really cool because, one, they supported me a lot. They helped me to see like what all I could actually do once I started venturing out to more than just baby blankets. But ultimately, yeah, I do custom orders. Whatever it is you want, if I'm able to make it, I'll do that. The next question. Biggest goal for the next 5 years. So my biggest goal for the next 5 years, I'm 23, so I'll be what, 28. By then, I really just want to be done school. I want to be graduated from my master's program. I definitely want to get my career started, so hopefully I'm in a job or at a company that I really enjoy working for, that really cares about the population that they're serving. I want to be in a house. Right now, me and my boyfriend do have an apartment. but I want to be in a house by then. That would be great, or at least like preparing to get into a house or something. I don't know, buying land so we can start building. That would be cool. I feel like that's really it. Like, it's not anything super like materialistic really. I just want to be proud of wherever I'm at in 5 years. I want to see the growth from now to then. I want to be able to look back and be like, okay, whatever I did within that time frame, 8 down, you know, good job, pat on my back. I want to be just really proud of myself. I want to know that I'm doing all I can to break those generational, you know, curses and change the course of my family. Last question, something I'm currently working on or that I'm improving about myself. So something I'm currently working on, obviously, my YouTube channel, my social media presence, period, across all platforms, my Instagram, my Facebook, my TikTok, everything really. I just want to continue to perfect my crafts and create, you know, more avenues for myself to let my creative juices flow. I like the idea of, again, being able to create that content and do what I do and do it well. Improving about myself, I want to get a little more out there. I want to definitely stop being so shy, stop being so bubbled up, stop holding myself back. Honestly, I feel like I hold myself back a lot just because I feel like I'm one of those people who wants everything to be perfect. So even as far as my YouTube, like, I had a bunch of videos from before that I could have posted, but they just weren't up to par with what I felt like I wanted to be putting out there, and so I just never did. And I feel like that is not the best, you know, thing to do, because obviously content is content, and like, people are gonna love it, people are gonna hate it, but if you don't put yourself out there, you'll never know. That's all I have today. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching, thank you for following, thank you for staying to learn a little bit more about me and everything that I'm doing, trying to do, or want to do. If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Like I said, hit that bell so you don't miss any future posts. We are here every Friday, some new content. You can follow me on all my other social media platforms. I'll put the links in the description below. If you guys have anything that you want to see in future videos, go ahead and comment that so I can do my best to give you guys what you want to see. Otherwise, you're letting the people in my head tell me what the people want to see. And I'm always going to get a people what they want to see. So either join the people or don't, but yeah. Again, I'm nycee. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and peace. Bye.